All right, guys, so you know that I talk to you a lot about not worrying about grants. Don't worry about grants. The time that it takes to apply for a grant sometimes is not much at all. But what I'm trying to share with you guys today is if you're doing the work and you're putting in the focus to run it like a business, people will see your organization for what it is, and that will be that it is making an impact, okay? When they can see that you're making an impact on your own without even trying to get grants, and I'm not saying we've never had grants before, but they've been local grants. They've been things that we, my program manager was like, hey, we should really apply for this one. And she's done all the application and it's taken her, maybe an hour, and she's put in that time to do that. But my point to you today is that the focus was not grants. The focus was building sustainability and growth within the organization. And when you're focused on building that sustainability for yourself and really thinking of it as a business that you have to kind of start from scratch and then really just build from, from the ground up, someone will come along and they might help you along the way or say, hey, I really love what you're doing. And this is how we've gotten a lot of our grants and a lot of the larger donations that we've had. People say, I really love what you're doing. We want to be a part of what you're doing. Hey, can I support you this way? We want to support you by giving you this. Like, it's been amazing. And these have been from $500 grants all the way up to what we recently received is a $25,000 grant. Sometimes it's a $5,000 grant. It's like, you don't know, these things are coming through, but a lot of them come through as donors, and donors say, hey, I love what you're doing. Want to be a part of it. Here's what we can donate. And we are so thankful for anything that comes through. And I want to relay that to you as well. And I want you to feel the same way, okay, about every single grant you get, because everything helps you get closer to where you want to be and your ultimate vision for this business. So that was a lot to say. That today I'm going to talk to you about what we're going to do with a $25,000 grant, and if you were to get one, how you should think about it and what you might want to do with it when you get it. So, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. My name is Ashley Tate, and on this channel, I talk about the social side of business, focusing on profit, purpose, and productivity for entrepreneurs with a purpose so that you can design a life and business on purpose. We received a $25,000 grant from the Silicon Valley Community Foundation, and we were just blown away. Like, we could not believe that we saw this in our mailbox. We didn't even know about the Silicon Valley Community Foundation, and all they really said to us was that it should be used for growth and sustainability, and that this was one of the areas that they do focus on as a grant making foundation. So we were super thankful for that, and we really wanted to steward this money the best way we could. And what we came up with was only using it for growth and sustainability. And what that means is sustainability does include any sort of salaries. That includes any sort of things that are going to help your organization remain in business. And then growth is really, expansion and marketing and helping people be aware of who we are, what we do, and hopefully having exponential growth from anything that we spend this money on. So the first thing we did was we looked at salaries. We looked at, really the first thing we did, let me say this, the first thing we did is we just sat on it and we were just in complete awe. And we really wanted to just think about how things were going to be. So when we received this grant, we received it in April, and our meeting was in May to meet with the board of directors. It was our quarterly meeting, and I really wanted to talk to them and bring the ideas to them about what we should do with funding, and we all agreed on like the next step. And the next step that we decided to do was to start a thrift store. And the reason that we wanted to start a thrift store is because we feel like we focus a lot on equipment and clothing and art supplies and things like that. And we have a community that's extremely generous. So one of the things that we wanted to do was cull all of that together instead of it going to the Goodwill, and we could resell it at a price on our website, or however we were planning on doing it, an app, whatever we were planning on doing, and resell it as a thrift item, and use those funds as something that could create sustainability in our program over and over and over again. So when you're looking for sustainability in your program, you want to look for something that's going to attract your ideal customer that you have in your business that you are trying to attract as your donor. And then on top of that, you want something that is plentiful, right? It's not going to cause too much disruption to your business. It's not going to take away too much from your everyday activities as a nonprofit. You want to be able to still complete your mission. I will insert the name that the IRS uses because basically it says you don't want to be doing something that's making money, but it's taking away from your actual business activities, like the core of the mission. So I had to just go look it up. So I'm going to read it to you really quick. It is called Unrelated Business Activity. And it is for any exempt organization. And basically what it says here is, for most organizations, an activity is unrelated business and subject to unrelated business income tax if it meets 3 requirements. And those 3 requirements are: it is a trade or business, it is regularly carried on, and it is not substantially related to furthering the exempt purpose of the organization. So in this case, we are using sports equipment and things like that are going to be on our thrift shop. So that is directly related to what we do as an organization, since we put kids into extracurriculars. And we just want to make sure that we keep that as something that is very much the center focus of the thrift shop, in addition to having like clothes and other things on there. But really staying focused on why you're doing what you're doing, and does it relate to your mission at all? So as an example, I do have a client who teaches girls empowerment and things like that. And she could have a conference every year that could be her sustainability, that girls pay to come to, or parents go to pay for to get information, to go back and empower their girls. But they are paying money and it is a business. She could also have a online course that creates information for parents on how to walk them through maybe a step-by-step how to empower your daughter, and they pay for this course, and then she can make money off of that, which is essentially a business inside of her nonprofit business. But because she works on girls' empowerment, that is completely related to what she's doing and would not be subject to unrelated business income tax. So the only thing you would be avoiding there is a business income tax. If you did end up doing something like you open a bakery and you focus on human trafficking, something like that would be unrelated, right? The bakery doesn't focus on human trafficking. So then you might be subject to unrelated business income tax, because that income is coming through a business, but you are an exempt organization. And so now you need to make sure that you are reporting that income that you receive, and then the IRS will tell you how much income tax needs to be paid on the money that was received through your exempt organization. And yeah, that's essentially it. I mean, that's what you kind of have to worry about. And so one of the things that I really want to point out here that I love about this whole idea of creating a thrift store is that, I love that I can create a volunteer internship around this. It brings the whole organization all the way full circle. And so I want you guys, when you are thinking about getting grants or applying for grants, or you receive donations or anything, and you're thinking about growth and sustainability, the best thing you can do is really think about, how can I bring my organization full circle? What is it that is already a a problem that I am solving, maybe for an underprivileged group or a group that actually needs your services, or just a group in general. Like if you are helping mothers by providing diapers, then maybe you sell Lamaze classes or something, or you sell birthing classes online or something like that. If you're hooked in with someone who has that expertise and you want to create a course around what you do, or you want to create something in relation to the actual mission of what you do that can be given to the masses, that's a great way to really expand your program, grow it, and create sustainability all at the same time. So when you have these courses, or you have these other businesses inside of your exempt organization, what that does is it really allows you to market your business to the masses without marketing your business to the masses. You understand? Because they look at you as a nonprofit, but if you are a business that provides some sort of value to the masses, that's when you really have a chance to grow your organization and create sustainability. So whether you're applying for grants, or you are hoping to get a grant, or whatever the case, put yourself in a good position. Start thinking about things that can help you set up sustainability right now. Like, can you have an event that maybe pays for your overhead expenses? Or can you come up with some sort of course or some sort of activity that people will pay for, that will help you then pay for your organization and create sustainability and allow you to grow over time. So those are a couple of ways to really think about sustainability and growth. As far as if you do receive funds, you should really stop and just think about how we can use these funds, what would be the best way, how can I create something that's going to continue to create sustainability and bring in funds, or how can I use this to create growth, exponential growth. And these are things that, like I said, this is 10 years in the making, and we were receiving a big grant like this. And I know a lot of times people will say like, oh, I need to find a $25,000 grant. I need to get a $50,000 grant. And those things just aren't as plausible as being able to just start a nonprofit, start your business, think of it like a business, treat it like a business, run it like a business, and steward your funds like a business. And then people will see, oh, well, I really love this organization. This is what they do. I want to be a part of this. And then people will be out there on your behalf talking about what you do, talking about your mission and how you go about doing it. And I'm telling you, people want to do good. People want to be a part of social impact. So it's important for you to make sure that you have a sustainable organization before you think about getting grants and things like that from other people. They need to see proof that you are doing the work and that you have a viable business idea that can grow and that can make an impact. Okay, so those are my tips for you today. Just sustainability, growth, like how you look at it. Think about what you would do if you had a $25,000 grant. And I will tell you that many years ago, my board and I came up with the idea of a thrift store, and we just couldn't execute at the time because we thought we needed a building, we thought we needed this, we thought we needed that, we thought we needed too much stuff. And really, now that we have the money and we're starting that, we really realize we don't need probably half of those things. So, try to really think through that. And, it's hard for me because I'm not talking to you directly, but on our coaching calls, these are some of the things that we walk through and that we do and that I coach my students through, because I want them to be able to come up with ideas. And we've come up with a lot of different ideas of what people should do when they have an organization and they want to create a way to sustain that organization and keep the money coming in so that they can take care of their expenses, take care of their mission, and overall keep their doors open. So if you're running a social impact business and you'd like to have a call with me, please go to ashleytate.com and you can click on there and sign up to get a clarity call. Or if you're just starting your nonprofit, then you can go to ashleytate.com and look up the Unleash Your Purpose course. And that's how you start your nonprofit in 30 days or less. And we've taken tons of people through that program and they've been very successful. So it's been nice to watch people get out there and unleash something amazing. But yes, if you want a one-on-one call so we can figure out what type of sustainability practices would be good for you, or sustainability ideas to help you grow, all of those things, go ahead and go to ashleytate.com. And otherwise, I hope to see you in the tribe, and you can get your invitation at ashleytate.com as well. And I will see you guys soon. See you next week. Unleash your something amazing, and goodbye, guys.